It is a single best indicator that each and every trader needs whenever it comes to scalping. The reason why I've chose this indicator because number 1, it works on real time. Number 2, it does not repaint, and overall this indicator is super reliable. I love it, and guess what? TradingView have already chosen it being among the best indicators they have. So you know guys, when it comes to scalping, this is whereby we get into the market, get our few pips and exit the market. We don't hold our orders for long. So when it comes to scalping, you really need to get better entries. You have to really know what you're doing in the market. And your setup should be accurate, that you must be 100% sure of what you're doing. That's why I actually consider this indicator, because it works perfectly. I'm just going to explain to you how we can actually use it, and so guys, to use it just click on Indicators tab in TradingView. And you are just going to type Range Detector by Luxalgo, click on it. Once you click on it, it will appear like this right on your chart. So guys, I really love this indicator because number 1, it shows us ranges in the market, and we all know the cycles of Forex market moves from a ranging market to a trending market. And those ranges, this is where liquidity is actually built up. This is whereby smart money are actually accumulating their orders so that they can get enough liquidity they need so that they can push the market to any direction they want to. So guys, I just want you to pay attention on consolidation, and there is 2 types of ranges close to each other, far from each other. I've talked about that. So basically, if you want to be profitable scalper, number 1, you can actually be targeting what we call a breakout, and there is a probability of this breakout, number 1, to have a retest, and number 2, there is a probability that there will be no retest at all. And so what are you supposed to do at this given point? You actually wait for a breakout, and breakout happens when your high and lows are actually broken above, or rather broken below. That's what you're supposed to keep back in your head, and so guys, you can wait number 1 for a retest, and number 2, you can wait for momentum. A momentum that does not look back. And so guys, I just want to use this example over here. What is actually happening on live market? The market had already done something we call a breakout, and basically, we are on a range right here. Not sure where this breakout is actually valid or not, simply because this candlestick has not closed yet, so all you will be paying attention to is waiting to see where candlestick are breaking up to and where they are closing at. And so guys, paying attention on structures break and where candlestick are actually closing at. So I want to show you the danger of actually like taking your buy order immediately you see a breakout. It's very dangerous, because you can expect the market to rise and then you see something like this happening, so it is too early to judge it because this candlestick hasn't closed yet. And so guys, let me explain something real quick that you guys are going to understand, and as I explain this, I just want you to see that this indicator is working on real time, and you can see it is not repainting. So when you see an indicator like this, you're supposed to know now the work is actually on your side. You're the one to decide the strategy to use. So I just want to tell you guys, when a breakout happen, let's say it has broken below this level over here, you can wait for a retest. A retest is whereby price comes back to the level it broke. Let's say it's actually broke below. You can wait for a retest, and a retest like this also smart money understands that we knows the high and the lows, so we can directly take our sell order right here and we can directly take our buy order right here. So what they do, they actually make even that candlestick pattern to go in the range, so it can confuse you to sweep away the laid stops, because many people put their stop losses over here, the sell stops right here, and so that candlestick will be rejected again, closing below. It cannot be the first candlestick, it cannot be the second. You're supposed to keep that in mind, and so after that the market will really proceed to the downside. I've explained what can happen right there. You can see it was like kind of a confusion that was actually being built over there so that you guys can be convinced to take your buy order. Little do you know this market is actually going against you. Then guys, we have what is actually happening on live market, so most of you will have to take their buy order directly because you want to get snipper entry. You should not take snipper entries in a range like this. Smart money understands what we know, they know what we know, and so guys, that's why you can see if this is a retest, you can see this candlestick is actually even getting the middle of this range. Number 1, they want to confuse sellers that the market is actually going to sell, and as well they confused buyers that now we're not buying. We're selling so that you guys can exit your trade. So those are the things you're supposed to pay attention to anytime you want to scalp. Breakout can really work best for you because number one, you won't be in the market for long because the market will not range like forever, but when you see a range you know what to expect, and sometimes, guys, you can see a range like this and the market directly pushes to the upside with no retest that will be told by the first and the second candlestick pattern. They're going to be momentum candlestick patterns that will signal and tell you that no, the market is actually directly pushing to the upside, so you can wait for a retest. Number two, you can wait for direct move to the upside, and so guys, you can use 15 minutes time frame to scalp, and as well you can use 5 minutes time frame to scalp. You can see I'm also teaching you on live market. I'm not back testing anything because the indicator is working on real time. And it is not repainting that everything is actually highlighted for you to know a range, and if you don't really need indicator to show you range, you're supposed to know a range market has equal highs and they have equal lows, so you're supposed to wait for a breakout. And a breakout like this is what I've told you. This is a momentum. The market proceeded to the downside, so you can expect this move over here, or rather you can wait for a retest. So guys, that's what I wanted to show you today regarding this simple indicator that is accurate in showing us what we really need to see right on live market. It is not repainting and it is actually working perfectly on 5 minutes time frame. See, the candlestick pattern had already closed below our range over here, so you can see it is actually being rejected, pushing to the downside. So after a range, you can wait for manipulation. This is actually manipulation, so there is a probability that this market will actually head to the downside selling, because that is basically what is taking place right now, but this is not complete. So guys, that's what I had for today, showing you how you can use this indicator, an indicator you can rely on when it comes to knowing ranges in the market. It is super effective, guys, an indicator that is not repainting, working on real time, and it's actually very reliable indicator. The only thing you really need to see is watching closely how the market is actually going to behave after a breakout has taken place. Don't take your trades in the middle of this range. You're supposed to take trades once you see a clear breakout. So guys, let me hope you learned something from this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Like this video as well. Success in everything you do. Continue working hard, because I really know one day your hard work will pay you. And so guys, road to 10K subscribers. I can't wait to see yours counting, and the only way is actually subscribing. So guys, I'm just watching on live market, and you can see once candlestick closes below this line here, it has a task of it to break above it. It is a task of breaking above it, so you can see it's actually being rejected, pushing to the downside. So guys, I don't want to prolong this video. And the whole point is, the indicator is working perfectly. It is not repainting. And so it is reliable in one way or the other. What do I say, guys? I will be watching how this market will be behaving, because I'm so eager to take this trade, guys. Bye bye. See you in my next video.